Hello class 11, good morning. Today I will teach the new chapter, that is Morphology of Root, Stem and Leaf. So morphology means, everyone you should know, morphology means the outer character of it. Anatomy means the character which we can see after cutting, and morphology means the outer appearance of any object is called as morphology. Now today I will continue with the morphology of root. So first of all, children, you revise in your mind about the plant. One plant should have one basic part which is under the soil, that is the root. Then aerial part which is green in color, that is stem. Stems have branches. Branches have flowers. Flowers, afterwards you will study about the type of flowers, and then they have leaves, and then upper part of the soil which are present, upper part of the soil forms the shoot system, and inside the soil the part present that will form the root system. So today children we will study about the root system. Now what is a system? System means any one type of object will complete its work or activity along with the another or varieties of its parts. So root system means root should have a primary root, then the branches of the roots, that is secondary root, then after the secondary root there will be tertiary root, after that there will be the root hair, and root hair can absorb the water from the soil. All together they will form the root system. Now today, after the root system, we can see the two types of roots are there. If it is tap root the name is given because it is tapering towards the soil. One end should be tapering towards the soil. Main part of it, that is primary part, is quite thicker than the other parts. And adventitious root. Adventitious roots, it, as the name indicates, adventitious means fibrous. Main part does not go deep into the soil, and rather than it can produce some other branches which also help to absorb the water from the soil and other functions of the root. So they are not deep into the soil, they are more fibrous. So adventitious roots also have another name, fibrous root. Now today children, we will come to the characteristics of root. First and foremost character, the roots are always descending. Descending means comes from the upper layer to lower layer, or upper zone to lower zone. Even you can see that roots of banyan tree, they are not in the soil, above the soil also they are present, yet they are coming towards the soil. So main characteristics is descending. That's why another word is also using endogenously. That means it moves towards the soil, or it wants to enter to the soil. It is endogenously. Second character of the root, as you have seen, root have no chlorophyll. So there is the no formation of no function of photosynthesis, no formation of glucose. That's why there is no bud, not axillary, not other buds. The next character, roots are always with a root cap and root hair. Maybe it is primary, that is tap root. Maybe it is adventitious root, but every root should have root cap at the end of it to protect them, and they have root hair to absorb their soil water from the soil and to increase the surface area. Next character, there is no node and internode. If no node means if there is no node, so there is no emerging of leaves or other things, and if there is no node, then there will be no internodes also. Now, this one according to the movement. As children, you studied about the phototropism. Phototropism means the part of the plant move towards the light. That is phototropism. So here it is given negative phototropism. That means it goes away from the light. And yet it is also called as positive geotropism. Children, G as the geography. GEO means earth. So they are positive geotropism. That means they have tropic movement and attraction will be the earth. So these are the main characters found in the root. Now, I will explain about the functions of the root. Maybe it is tap root, maybe it is adventitious root, maybe any type of root, but they will do these functions. Surely they will do it. Other functions also they have, but these functions they will do. First and foremost function is absorption of water. See children, all the plants are not fixed into the soil. Some are floating in water also, yet they have to absorb water for their function. So main function is absorbing water. Second function, to anchor it. That means to fix it at one place if they are terrestrial. Some aquatic plants are also fixed into the water, just like trapa, that is water chestnut, lotus, etc. Then flexible. These roots also can provide them flexibility. As you can see, the lotus flower at present it can present at the one place or it can move up to a range. So this is the flexibility of their root at one place. And they are able to withstand. Roots are always fix the plants at one place and they are able to withstand with all type of forces which affect on them. Maybe water, maybe air, anything, maybe rain, but roots are fixed into the soil. Now, type of the taproot. Taproots are of three types. One is fusiform, another name is conical, third name is napiform. These are children, some biological terms. Fusiform. Yet the name is given fusiform. I think everyone you have seen the radish. Radish is having one end is more tapering than the other end, but in between the part is swollen. This structure is called as fusiform. They are present in the taproot. Next is conical. Conical, as you have seen the cones of ice cream, that is one part is towards the base or towards the upper side. It is broader than the next part. It is conical. As you studied in the maths also, cones. So conical means one part is quite flat and broader and another part will be the smaller and tapering. Because they belong to the taproot, so one part there should be the tapering end. So this is conical. Example of conical is carrot. Third children, napiform. In napiform, I think everyone you have seen beetroot. So beetroot have a rounded solid structure which is circular in shape, which is fair, and at the last part there is tapering root. This is called as napiform. Now, fusiform, napiform, conical, these are the parts of taproot. Now I will go to the parts of adventitious roots. But now first I will explain. I want to explain about the parts of the root. What are the parts of root due to which roots are capable to do their activities? See, this is the last part of the root. where I have written here root cap. So last conical part which have to dig the soil to absorb water to go into the soil. So they should have a protective layering or covering, that is the root cap. Root cap is present in each and every type of root. This is the root cap. Now, just after the root cap, here I have written zone of cell division. As children, you know, you studied in class 10, the cell division. Cell division, here the cell division will be the mitotic type of cell division. That is, the same type of cell will help to grow the length of the root, thickness of the root, and this portion is for zone of cell division. Now, here you can see this is the root hair. So this zone is called as root hair zone or zone for root hair. So root hair in any root will grow at the time of maturity. So that's why this is also called as zone of maturation also. Before there will be no root hair, simply this root will help in the absorption. Now, fourth part, it is the after zone of maturation and between the zone of cell division, there is zone of cell elongation. Children, you know that elongation means they are elongated. They become more in length rather than the breadth. So this is the zone of elongation. Here the cell will elongate into their size. So these are the 4 zones of the root, and all the zones will do their different function, and combinedly they can complete all the activities about the root. So first is root cap at the tip of the root. Then there will be the zone of cell division which help to grow into size. Then there is a zone of elongation. New cells will come to the zone of elongation and they elongate. And last one, that is the zone of root hair, or also called as zone of maturation. Here root hair will grow, and due to that presence of root hair, they can increase their surface area to absorb more amount of water. So these are the parts of root. Now children, there are type of adventitious roots or the adventitious root modification of adventitious roots. See, first modification is for till you know that the roots help in other things, not other things rather than the absorption and activities, other thing. Now adventitious roots you will get for other functions also, because they have to do other functions except these. So first function is to storage. All the roots are white in color. So children, according to plant cell, chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. So in the cells of root, there will be the more leucoplast because they help to store the starch. That's why all the roots are white or pinkish in color, grayish, biscuit color. So first functions of the adventitious root modification is storage. Now storage, what type of the roots are there in the different types of plants to store the carbohydrate or carbs? First is tuberous. As children, you understand about the tuber word. Tuber means tube-like, but due to the presence of more carbohydrate, they become swollen. You can understand for the tuberous is sweet potato. Sweet potato having both the ends are tapering end, but they have fibrous root, and in between these two conical ends there is the storage of carbohydrate. Then second, fasciculated. Fasciculated and tuberous both are near about the same, but in case of tuberous there will be a single root in a single plant, and fasciculated have a main difference that in one plant there is a cluster of tuberous roots, or tubes are present more than one in one plant. So this is known as fasciculated. Now, after this third one, nodulose. As children you know, nodulose. Nodulose means they have some nodules in it. Nodules means small beaded type or collection of one place at one point. That is called as nodulose. This is nodulose. Then beaded. Beaded, as children, especially the girls, they are putting in hair beads, red, blue, pink. So these roots are also just like here, beaded like. So these roots are like this shape, in this shape. Example is Portulaca. You can't get in India here. This is nodulose. Here it is turmeric. Turmeric, if you have some plant of turmeric, you can see that nodules are present in the root at the tip of it, not at in between. That is nodulose. Then annulated. I think everyone you have seen earthworm. Earthworm have annules around their body or rings around their body. This is the figure for annulated. Annulated roots are present in those plants. They have annules or rings surrounding their root. Example of annulated is ipecac. So all these are the roots helps in storage. Now children, next function. Next function is mechanical support. As children you know, mechanical support means they have to give some support from the outside. So for mechanical support, one is prop root. Prop root. For example of prop root, that is banyan tree. Everyone you have seen, some roots are hanging from the stems and they are coming towards the soil. If you have seen any root which is hanging from the stem, they go under the soil and fix it and give support to the plant just like a pillar. This is prop root, banyan tree. The next one, stilt root. Stilt root. Everyone children you have seen the sugarcane. Sugarcane have stems like that. This is the stem. They have nodes and from here they have roots. So these root when will grow more, then they come to the soil and fix that long sugar cane into a straight line. This is the stilt root. And next is climbing root. Climbing, as you know, climb means to climb up, to go up. So for this you can see the example of money plant. If you have seen money plant, in older money plant, you can see in the leaves of money plant, there is one black color climbing root is there, that is called as clasping root. It adheres with the support and helps the stem of the plant to climb up. This is the climbing function. Now, this another type is vital function. Vital function means as the plants have to complete their other activities, what they are not getting. So they have to survive. For survival, they have to get some either gases for respiration or for nitrogen for their food. So first is vital root, that is respiratory. As the name suggests, a respiratory root means help in respiration. Who are the plants? Those who need air for respiration. As suppose pneumatophore, which are present in on land or they are terrestrial. And some respiratory root, those who are present in aquatic plant. Example for it is Jessica. They also need some roots to gain the air from the outside. Now, second vital function, it is sucking. Sucking means, children, you know, sucking means to absorb. So they does not, or they are not able to absorb anything which are essential. So they are having some haustoria. Haustoria means, this is suppose it is the stem. They produce one haustoria into the host cell and can collect either water or mineral or prepared food, whatever. These are the sucking or haustorial activity. Now third is epiphytic. I think, children, you have seen or not, I don't know. One plant grow over the another plant. So this is known as epiphytic. Epi means above. Phytic word is collected from phyton. So one plant grow over the another grown plant. So this process is called as epiphytic. Example of epiphytic is velamen. Example of, you know, sucking all the fungi mostly. Now epiphytic, so the velamen grows over the trees and spread some airy roots surrounding to it, and they can get air and prepared food they are taking. They can prepare their food by their CO2 and they can complete their life cycle. And next one, assimilatory. As children, you know, assimilation means in plants, that is how they will prepare their food. This is known as assimilation. So if the root is assimilatory, it means it helps to prepare their food by the roots. So assimilatory roots always are present in aquatic plants and mostly they are hanging in nature. Due to that, they have chlorophyll also, and due to the presence of chlorophyll, and they can get the sunlight because they are hanging and they can prepare the food. Example of it is trapa. Trapa means water chestnut. So these are the types of modified root of adventitious roots which are helpful in vital function. This is respiratory, Jessica, aquatic, and pneumatophore. It is terrestrial. Sucking, they have haustoria present in the haustorial cell, thrown to the haustorial cell, mostly found in fungi. Third is epiphytic. They spread their roots onto the air and then they can absorb air. And assimilatory, that means they are aquatic in nature and they have chlorophyll and they are airy in nature and they can get the sunlight and they can prepare the food. So these are the 4 vital functions. So children, for today it is over. That is the root system. Now next I will continue about the shoot system and types of root. Here you can answer it according to the difference from each other, either storage or mechanical support or respiratory root, whatever. So children, you can continue it. Thank you.